OffLeaseOnly.com studios. Thousands of pre-owned vehicles priced thousands below retail. Off-lease only Broward. State Road 7 between Commercial and Atlantic. OffLeaseOnly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Will it give me poopy cramps if I eat it? Most people eat it?
Well, what's your question?
What's your question?
The poopy cramps one.
Will it give you poopy cramps? I would say no. Be my guess.
Is that
but
5?
I'm not positive. That is 5 questions. Now you've got 5 guesses. 15 seconds.
Beef jerky.
No. 10 seconds.
Ugh, it's a bone. It's a chicken leg.
Okay.
It's a hen leg. It's some kind of
Hen
leg.
Hen leg.
It's a bone of some sort.
Final answer, Jaybird?
Ram bone.
A ram bone. Boy, you were close.
Ham bone.
It's not a ham bone. It is a dog bone. It's a dog biscuit.
Milk bone.
It is a milk bone.
I can't tell you, it does not have a bad flavor to it.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Welcome to your Wednesday. It is the KVJ Show. Good morning, Virginia and Jaybird.
Good morning.
Here we are. Virginia, I know you got family in town.
I do.
You're entertaining.
Currently have 12 people in my house.
Wow.
Whoa,
It's insane. 12 people.
Lots of people.
You guys can play a basketball game, and 2 people could sit out.
Do you know all these people?
We kicked Mags out, so Mags is staying across the golf course at Uncle Jerry's.
Okay.
And so she gave up her bed for her aunt and uncle, and then we put their son in that room. So there's 3 of them in that bedroom. And then in Rocco's room, he's got his other aunt and his other uncle, and then their baby. And then downstairs on the air mattress, we got 2 other kids.
Wow. Okay. So
What is all this for?
They're just visiting. It's a last little hoorah before summer is over and the kids have to all go back to school. It's their little Florida vacation.
Okay. So 12 is I assume probably the most people you've ever entertained at one time?
At the house sleeping over, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many days are we talking about total with 12 people?
Well, my one sister has been there since Sunday, and then my other sister just arrived late last night.
So grilled cheeses in bulk. If you make grilled cheeses in bulk, you can feed everybody really happily.
Grilled cheeses, also quesadilla.
Yeah.
Last night we had pizza.
Mac and
Okay.
cheese, a big tub of that is
Yeah,
good.
you just have to think about feeding like a fleet.
Yeah, but how long are they staying? That's kind of my question here. You've got them for a couple nights already.
One sister leaves on Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, they're all coming to the beer release, too.
Yeah. Okay.
You're going to see all of them.
I mean, everyone's going to that.
You got a
thing.
school bus?
We're going to have to go in 3 cars.
You need to get the damn good beer bus to pick you guys up and bring you.
Will they transport kids and infants? I don't know.
How do you do it? How are you doing? How many cars do you have?
So we have 1 minivan and 1 9-passenger vehicle and then 1 rental car.
You're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So you got that, and you got the one sister leaves on Sunday. How many people does that?
That one sister that leaves on Sunday takes 5 people with her.
Okay. So you're down to 7 on Sunday.
Yes.
And then how many more house guests do you have after Sunday?
And then, so we just have the core unit of 4 plus 3, so 4, 6, 7.
Yes. That took a while to get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 plus 3 is still 7.
Sorry, my head hurts.
I bet. Yeah. That's a lot. And they leave when?
They leave Wednesday.
Okay, a week from today. Okay,
Yes.
so you are fully entertaining for the next week, and a lot of people until Sunday.
We've been to Lion Country Safari.
Yeah.
We've been to Du Bois Park.
Yeah.
We've been to the kids' play place, Rock the Spectrum in Tequesta.
You got
Yeah.
Bush Wildlife you can still go to.
Bush Wildlife's on our list. We're gonna hit Benny's on the Pier, Lake Worth Pier.
Got rapids you could do.
We're doing rapids today.
Wow. Okay. So it's 12 people and activities and carting around. Good old Virginia.
We in it.
Wow. This is quite an undertaking you have here.
It's fun though because we've never actually all hung out together, me and my two sisters, for this long of time. We were together at my wedding. And that was it.
Yeah.
You know, the wedding is too hard. You're preoccupied with being the bride to actually tear it up with your sisters.
Sure. I think it's all great. To me, I'm just sitting back in awe of just what the next 7 days.
Pretty sure at your wedding, I tore it up with your sisters.
You did?
Yes.
And both my sisters, we love Jay Bird. He's so funny.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well, you know what? Have Jaybird take him for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw him into the mix.
I'd be tickled pink and honored.
Okay. You got to throw him into the mix with all the fun that's going on.
We'll happily throw him in. You know, we could pick you up on the way down to the Due South release.
Accepted. Offer accepted. I always will grab a free ride. These Ubers are expensive. Looking at the last month of Ubers and Lyft, man, a lot of money. Hundreds.
How much you spent?
It depends on what kind of events we have, how many events we have in a month, and how many of them are drinking events, and we're coming off a lot of them. Yeah. I would say at least 400 plus, at least.
So you're losing money by doing these events.
Oh, the last event we did, I got my bill back because I was buying drinks for other people.
Yes.
I'm out 30. I'm in the negative of 30 going to our paid appearance.
Yes, so you are
you
losing
made your
money with this.
But yet you lost money.
Oh, I'm in the hole, yeah. But you know what? It's summertime, and you only live once. Carpe diem.
That's what we're all saying. Throwing all caution to the wind for everybody. It's summertime.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, I got a message from somebody who wants me to shut up about a topic, and they think I'm part of the problem. I want to read because there's a new story out today that I want to talk about. It's funny how this is all kind of coming together. It's titled, Jason, Please Shut Up.
Aww.
It says, Jason, by constantly talking about people tampering with food, you do realize you are part of the problem. Quit giving these idiots a platform. If people in the media didn't cover it, it wouldn't be a problem. Please stop talking about that stuff. Stop being a part of the problem just so you can get better ratings. Steven, is there truth to that? By me talking about all these people tampering with the food that's already in the news, is the media creating people wanting to tamper with the food? I guess that's the question.
I mean, it's a great question because there are, throughout history, facts and known copycats. It happens.
Yes, and I edited down the email a bit, but they're saying, look, all these young kids wouldn't want to go on YouTube and get all of this publicity, whether it's good or bad, because in their circle of friends, it might be considered cool. Oh, you're getting talked about on the news.
Right.
And if none of these kids or adults are getting in trouble and getting seriously, fined, then they're going to keep doing it. So the question is, am I part of the problem?
I think they're giving us too much credit.
There may be truth to the more it's reported, the more it's copycatted. But I think also, if you don't talk about it and shed light on it, it was happening before we started really talking about it.
Well, now it's escalated because there's a new clip right now that's out. Some girl walked into a Walmart. She peed on potatoes.
What?
And then she walked out. She's a 20-year-old girl, out in Pittsburgh.
Obviously, this is a regrettable situation for Miss Brown. She's embarrassed. She's a young woman that made a mistake, but she's going to address whatever issues she may or may not have, and she's going to move forward.
That's really gross. It's gross. Why do it? She must be ill or something. Sick. She needs to get fined.
She might need some help in some way. I wash all my produce.
Wow, that's a good idea.
The first guy talking was her lawyer defending her. Oh, she's embarrassed. And the last two are Walmart employees.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that washing is going to be enough. If someone has peed on my potato.
I'm sorry. That, again, 10 years minimum in prison if you are peeing on potatoes. Can I get an amen on that?
Amen.
Thank you. And I will continue to report on this problem then.
It's lawless, and I do think that it's getting worse, but it's not necessarily getting worse because we're reporting it. It's getting worse because these people want to be YouTube and TikTok and whatever other videos they're doing. They want to be famous on those things.
And I don't want people to think I'm talking about the KVJ shows making them famous. I'm just talking about people in the media in general talking about it, retweeting it. Can you believe she peed on the potatoes? I mean, it's a headline everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably where they get their idea, but you know, I mean, that's the way the world works.
It's not our fault they're sick. Yeah. I mean, you're sick and demented in the head.
Agreed.
If you're going to pee on potatoes at the Walmart.
Well, and you know, who knows? They might wind up, if you didn't give them an idea to pee on potatoes or to tamper with food, they might do something actually worse. Who knows?
True.
I just thought it was an interesting commentary. I like it.
There's always got to be misguided people doing misguided things. Now they're just licking our foods and peeing on our potatoes.
I mean, it started off licking. Now, what's next? Pooping on ice cream? Is that next?
Don't give them that idea,
You're right, Bird.
Pooping on chocolate ice cream.
It'll happen.
Oh.
Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, I don't know if you guys celebrated, but we certainly did. Monday was National Chicken Wing Day, and you know my husband hails from Buffalo, land of the chicken wings. Ever heard of it? He made sure to send me a message that he wanted to do chicken wings, and so I was like, all right, I'll pick up a bunch of them for the whole family. And I wanted to shed light on a chicken wing flavor that you may not know about. I'm sure you know about it, Jay Bird, because you're well-versed in the ways of Duffy's.
Thank you.
Duffy's has a chicken wing called Asian Sesame. These Asian Sesame wings might be some of the best wing sauce out there in the game. I love the way they taste. I love that sauce. I love how thick it is. It is syrupy on the wing. If you haven't had the Duffy's Asian Sesame wing sauce on your wings, get it. Mm-hmm. That's my public service announcement.
We are full of public service today. I like this.
Okay. My public service announcement, music always follows trends. There'll be somebody that comes out with a hit song, and then everybody tries to make a song to capture in on whatever that hit was. I hate that music does this because it shows no creativity. It's just people going after the cash grab. And I'm very happy for Lil Nas X. That Old Country Road's fantastic.
Unique.
17 weeks at #1. The story yesterday we heard from the kid, he was about to be homeless when he wrote the song, and now it's changed his life. It's beautiful. But let's leave it at that. Let's not start this new trend of the country trap hip hop, whatever is going on, because it's just the cash grab. And now I keep hearing all these songs. I think Lil Nas X's follow-up is doing the same thing. And then I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to have to suffer through.
It's catchy, Kev.
I hear you.
I gotta say, it's catchy.
Kev, people are sheep. All they want is a catchy melody, man. It don't matter where it comes from. They just want to shake their tail feather.
So there you go. That is the new music thing. Get ready for it.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, I thought it was kind of interesting yesterday. Riding the elevator, there's somebody that we work with that was coming up with an interesting kind of like papier-mâché Pokemon-looking thing.
What?
I was
like a pinata?
Yeah, I was like, what is that? That kind of like some kind of art for your office? And she told me, she's like, no, this is actually one of my kids' art projects from summer camp. I have to bring them to work to throw them away so they don't find them in the garbage.
Oh.
We do have good garbages here. We have like 4 dumpsters.
I was like, that's actually pretty smart because it's kind of interesting. If you had a kid that does the art project stuff, it's like, yeah, you'll put it on the fridge. My wife finally had said, you know, we have our kids' art from, I think now we figured out it's 12 years ago. They're now 21, and their art projects from when they were like 6 and 7 are still hanging on our living room walls.
Because you got them framed, and they look really nice.
I love it. I think that's such an awesome idea.
Yeah, the Queen's finally like, I think we're getting rid of all that stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't do that.
Keep them frames.
Yeah, she keeps frames. We're just going to put something else in them. So we're rotating it out.
The pictures are nostalgic that they drew.
Been there for a while.
Time to
Yeah.
mix it up.
Time to mix it up.
Little facelift of the new at your
She
place.
feels like 12 years is long enough for kid art on the wall.
You showed it off. It had a good run.
That's kind of it. I mean, it's a lot better than what this paper mache Pokemon's getting. That thing's already in the garbage and out of this building. But how do you do it when your kid brings home their artwork? And what do you need to do? Because I sometimes feel, and I've often noticed the kids, they bring it home and my kids, I don't know, they don't seem like they're even like particularly that proud of it. It's just like, hey, here you go. And then, we have it and we put it off to the side and then they don't ever seem to ever bring it back up again. It just doesn't, it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, art was such a big deal at our house. I loved taking art classes, and I was terrible at drawing and painting, but I still wanted to be a part of it. And my mom would do the same thing. She'd put stuff up on the wall. I loved it.
Yeah.
We put everything for the kids into all of Magnolia's stuff from when she was like in preschool, kindergarten, first grade. All of her stuff is in one of those big plastic bins that you can seal.
Yeah.
And I just have it up on a shelf in the garage.
Okay.
And I'm just saving it for her one day when she gets older and she wants to go through it and have a good laugh.
Do you keep every little thing, or is there even a criteria to say, okay, that wasn't your best work, or that was just...
We do have size restraints. So if somebody came home with a big SpongeBob thing that was like paper mache and odd shaped and took a lot of room, he probably wouldn't make the box.
Okay.
Rocco's got a box too, and his is much smaller, of course, than Mag's is. But if it's too big, it goes in the trash secretly.
Okay, so yours is done by size.
Yeah.
Do they still do that thing in kindergarten when they do that hand thing?
Oh, yeah.
That's a staple.
They do
talking about when they do the
handprint
turkey?
art. They do a hand turkey.
Yeah.
They do hand hearts. They do all kind of stuff.
Gosh, I loved art class. We should do an adult art class together. Let me sip a little wine.
I think you and Denny's haven't you?
I want to get you guys involved too.
I did one with Denny's and his wife Jen. She's doing pottery.
Yeah.
I love pottery.
Uh-huh.
So cool.
You want to come over and draw?
Sure.
You would hate to do.
Well, I don't know if I would do that, actually. I liked pottery with them because at the end, you have like a pot you can put a plant in. It's like productive.
So
If I drew something, I'd probably throw it away.
So what is your criteria with your own art projects? Do you keep them or do they get chucked?
No, I would throw away everything I created myself,
Okay.
except for pottery.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Mrs. Heck's art class. That's where me and Panda met for the first time. Ninth grade art class, and I loved it. And during that time, I always drew my dog Charlie. And we had a couple guys in the class that were kind of jerky, and when Charlie got hit by a car and died, I was in the middle of drawing Charlie and I had to go sharpen my pencil. They drew a quick car running over Charlie. When I went back over there to finish painting it, I was devastated, and I think the teacher was laughing.
Oh,
I think everybody was laughing.
that hurts, but that's funny.
Did you keep that one?
I did keep that one. Oh my gosh, I kept that one.
You kept the one that they drew the car running over Charlie?
I kept everything, Virginia. Oh, I did.
Damn.
I did love my art teacher, though. She knew I wasn't very good.
Okay.
I could tell. I remember she told me I was getting a B in the class, and I looked in her grade book, and it was all C's.
Oh. She lessened the blow.
She did.
The kids in your class wanted to worsen the blow. Your teacher wanted to lessen it.
Rest in peace, Charlie.
She loved you, just not your art.
She did love me,
Yeah.
did not like my art.
So I'm just kind of curious because especially when you have summer camps or things like that, sometimes your kids going to like an art camp and the influx of stuff, you're like going, yeah, I even like the bin idea, but it's getting to the point, I'm on my 5th or 6th bin. I mean, this kid's creating so much crappy art. Like, I mean, what am I going to do with all this?
Say that to the
Save the good stuff.
Oh, those are all the parental internal thoughts that you have.
You don't have to save everything, but maybe save the special stuff.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious if there's anybody else that's bringing their kids' art to work to throw it out. Pretty genius.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty good. I always love doing this. Kind of a quick little confessional, make you feel better. I can't be the only bad parent who takes my kids' art projects to throw them out at work. Are you doing something like that? I can't be the only bad parent who ... Maybe somebody else will be like, yep, you know what? I do that too. 877-979-WRMF. You can hit us up, call or text the KVJ show. I found one of our coworkers in the elevator with their kids' big old paper mache Pokemon that she's getting ready to chuck in the trash.
What department does said coworker work in?
I'll let you know later.
Oh, come on. There's big departments here.
that side of the building.
It's so weird when you said this story. I already have a person in mind who I think it is.
I do too.
I wonder if I'm right.
Can I write it down?
No.
It'll be on camera. Then they'll see it. They'll be offended. There'll be a weird, awkward moment in the hallway.
And the audience right now doesn't know who we're talking about. Doesn't care.
It's just the big. It's awful, Virginia.
I just want to think if my psychic powers are right. I think I know who it is.
Commercial break.
All right.
Yes. Should we still get on air?
Working on my psychic.
Okay, so tell me here. I can't be the only bad parent who ... Maybe you just want to see if anybody else is doing this. Maybe you do it yourself. It's kind of like a nice little confessional here. Are you taking your kids' art projects to work and throwing them away? One text we got here. I can't be the only bad parent who busts up laughing when my kid eats it really hard when running.
You're not a bad parent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you ever done that? You seen your kid and they have it's a calamity. They fall, or sometimes, they go all out when they fall. It's so dramatic and over the top that you're like, oh my gosh. But and here, of course, they're going to come up crying and they're looking at you for comfort and support. You're like,
Rocco just turned 4, and one of his birthday gifts was a pair of flip-flops, but he's never worn flip-flops, so he's getting acclimated, and he ate it so hard the other day because he got all wrapped up in a flip-flop. I couldn't help myself. I felt so bad for laughing, but it's funny when they fall head over feet over head over feet.
It is.
I'm sorry.
People falling in general is just funny, man.
It is, and it's not right, but I can't help it.
I can't help the laughter.
That's why I belly laugh at America's Funniest Home Videos, because it's people falling.
Oh, me and Denny's we went on a whole run watching wedding falls. Oh my god,
they're the best ever.
They are because people don't want to fall. They don't want to look stupid at a wedding.
Okay, all right. So you're not the worst person ever. If you've ever busted up laughing when your kid eats it really hard running, yes, you're not the only one. I can't be the only bad parent who, somebody said, lets my kids sit on my lap and drive in our neighborhood.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, I think everyone's done that. My dad did that with me. If you're not going on I-95,
yeah,
I think you're okay.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would do that down a country road. My dad would let me do that.
Just in the neighborhood. It's not a big deal, but remember when Britney Spears let her kid do it and everybody was in an uproar about it?
Yeah.
It was like a national story because they had a picture of little Sean Preston on her lap, and I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Everyone's high and mighty on social media, and when they can sit and you're a bad person.
And I think there's a difference, too, between country kids and city kids. There just really is. I grew up a country kid, and country kids, they get in all kinds of calamity. You got country kids, you'll have kids in diapers holding like a lit bottle rocket. That's just country kids.
They can take more.
Yeah, city people can't believe it. They're like going, oh my gosh, you can't do that kind of stuff. Well, we're in the country.
City people are soft.
They're soft. Country people, their kids, they grow up different.
That kid right there in a diaper, he's harder than you.
Oh, yeah.
He's 2.
And he can drive a Chevy.
That's just what they do. I can't be the only bad parent who has taken money out of my kid's college account for a girls' weekend.
That's awesome. I didn't know you could take money out of those things.
I just think it's awesome that you have a college account for your kid.
Okay, there you go.
That's nice.
Okay, so that's not bad. Somebody else texted in, I can't be the only bad parent who lets my 10-year-old son have an occasional sip of daddy's beer.
That was an old school thing, too, back in the day.
I remember taking sips of my dad's beer. Who cares?
I don't think you're a bad parent.
Okay.
Well, what do I know?
But what if it was the opposite? They go, okay, I let my 10-year-old take one small hit off of my joint. You'd be like,
That's a little different.
It is different.
It's a little
It's way different.
I think it's because of the lung issue, too, yeah.
Stepping it up.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Somebody else said that I can't be the only one who lets their kids stay up way later than they should playing Fortnite just so mama can get some alone time. No.
No. I think that, yes, we lean on electronics, but sometimes we have to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And somebody else said, hey, I don't want to be left out of this equation. Am I a bad grandparent because I laugh every time my grandson farts and burps?
No, it's amazing. You're a great
amazing.
grandparent.
Yep. And a couple ideas for what to do with the kid art. Somebody said we let our dog, quote, eat some of our kids' artwork so he gets mad at the dog, not us.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay.
That's
Mad
good.
at the dog.
That's good.
Oh, man, doggy.
Aw, doggy.
And another idea so you don't have a big old bin of bad kid art sitting around for decades in your attic. Somebody said my wife and I, we just take a photograph of the kids' art and then we throw it away quickly. But at least one day they can go and look at it. And there you go. So a couple of ideas. So thank you very much. Want to get through to us? You can anytime. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. And if you're trying to make some last-minute summertime memories with the kids, I know Virginia has got everyone from her extended family in town staying in Tequesta.
We are cramming Lion Country Safari. We saw that. And the new water park. It's nice.
Okay.
And we did Du Bois yesterday. It's Rapids today.
Okay. Well, I got something for you to do to wrap up your summer. How about Universal Orlando? Wrapping up our Camp KVJ with that. Your chance to win comes up next. Summertime going to be wrapping up here real soon. You got what, just one more week after this, and then the kids are back in.
Yeah, one more full week, and then they're back on August 12th, otherwise known as Doomsday.
That's right.
Teachers, be cool. Don't give homework on the first day of school.
Here's what you can do, though, if you want to squeeze in a last-minute memory. Universal Orlando got a pair of one-day park-to-park tickets and a parking pass for you. They're opening up new stuff, just like Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure that you can check out right now. All you have to do to get those tickets is call us up, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. A couple more people hit us up with, I can't be the only bad parent who, and a lot of people are laughing about how many times they've cracked up at their kid eating it really hard. Kids go as hard as they can, and then, man, when they fall, it's just, wow. It's kind of like all their limbs go out straight, and it's just kind of a weird. I think as you get older, when you fall and as an adult, you kind of tuck and roll. When you're a kid, for some reason, it's all sprawled out, and it makes for a funnier fall.
Because you're learning. I mean, you don't have control of your limbs.
Yeah, no.
You don't know what's going on. You don't understand forward momentum.
The best kind of fall is when you're starting to fall, you think you've got your feet back underneath you, and then you still fall. It's like a 9-second fall.
Mm-hmm.
I showed you that video yesterday of that girl after a bottomless brunch on Sunday, ran into a bush to be funny, bounced back, fell over the curb, and both of her boobs came out of her dress.
It's pretty good.
That's
stellar.
That's a brunch Sunday.
Good for you, girl.
Somebody said, I can't be the only bad parent who tells my kids things are closed when I don't want to go somewhere.
I do that all the time.
My mom would do that too. Hey, Mom, can we go to the Sizzler? Oh, no, it's closed. Mom, it's noon. It can't be closed.
Was it one parent told us not too long ago that they told their kid that Chuck E. Cheese is by invitation only?
I would totally believe that as a kid. Okay, that makes sense.
It
Party.
sounds legit.
It does sound legit.
Yeah, unless you get an invite, you can't go to Chuck E. You just can't walk in.
No.
You just can't walk into a Chuck E. Cheese.
It's special.
It's special.
It does make sense for a kid.
Because kids get party invitations to go there and just putting it together. It sounds legit.
Do adults just go to Chuck E. Cheese and have adult parties?
They should.
They should.
Because their breadsticks, their cheesy bread is so yummy, and you can go in there and just have a little playtime. Why can't you?
That's a fun adult party.
It would look creepy, though, if you're in there with no kids, but they have beer. Like, why wouldn't you?
I think it's creepy if you go in there alone as an adult without any kids. It's just you alone and just eating some pizza. I got next on that video game, kid.
So he said, I can't be the only bad parent that has played hide and go seek with their kid and, quote, forgot to seek them out. So you can have a couple minutes of peace and quiet. All you have to do is just occasionally yell, nope, he's not there. Oh, man, I can't find him. Wow.
What a great hiding spot.
Not there either. Kids like having a great time. Scanning social media. There you go. What you got to do to survive. Barbara's on here from Boca. What's up, Barbara?
Not much. You're making me laugh over here.
Good.
How
Well,
true that is.
That's what it's all about.
I have to, yeah, I'm going to try that.
Good. Yeah, you got a couple kids here you'd like to run up to Universal?
I sure do. A boy and a girl, 12 and 7.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
Very, very nice. Do they like the Harry Potter stuff? Do you know, Barbara?
Oh, they love it. They love it.
Okay, I figured that's a kid fan favorite.
Those Harry Potter rides are next level awesome. They really are.
Yeah, they're doing some good stuff up there, and they got the new Hagrid ride you can check out.
Just don't eat too much before you go on. Trust me.
One-day park-to-park tickets and a parking pass. You've got it, Barbara, for those awesome kids, 12 and 7. And if you'd like to book your own Universal Orlando vacation, you can do that now at universalorlando.com. Few celebrities having a birthday today. Gotta say what up to Zach Brown, big old country star. He's going to be coming to South Florida in just a couple of months for a couple of dates. He
You
does
love it.
back-to-back nights.
Don't you love it?
I do love Zach Brown. Yeah, I'm going to be out there for one of them. So
Get it?
yeah, he's 41 today. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter novels, she's 54 today and a British billionaire. Wesley Snipes turns 57. He used to do a lot of movies about 20 years ago. They were pretty good.
I heard so many stories about how hard it was to work with that guy.
Yeah?
He was difficult to work with.
Well, he ain't working now.
A lot of people say that's why.
Really? Okay. And Mark Cuban from Shark Tank. He is turning 61 today. So there you go. Some of the fun stuff on the birthdays. Got a birthday here. Happy 10th birthday to Bo from Orlando. Love Daddy, Lucky, Frosty, Flip Flop, Flapjack, Okie, and Louie.
That's a big list.
Well, a lot of stuff thrown out there, huh? There you go. Very nice. Got a birthday you want to get into us, you can. Just send us an email. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com, and we will give you the hookup for that. Love this, too. Somebody a last-minute note. Laura said, I can't believe, or I can't be the only bad parent who tells their kids that when the ice cream man plays music, it means they're out of ice cream.
Oh, that's messed up. Do they still have ice cream trucks around?
They do. I've seen them here and there, and some look a little bit nicer than others, and some you look like you would not want to eat the ice cream that comes off of it.
I mean, I haven't seen an ice cream truck in full capacity in 10 years. What's going on?
It's been a while. It definitely has been a while.
Are too many people creeped out by it?
You might not be in the right neighborhood. They go in other neighborhoods where there's families and stuff, I think.
Okay, my neighborhood doesn't have families, Kevin.
In your childless, barren land.
I would buy ice cream like I had kids.
For the same reasons you don't get no trick-or-treaters.
Well, coming up here in a couple minutes, Jay Bird has got, is it 5 wedding invitations?
I have 5 weddings to go to in the next 3 months, and it's 5 weddings that you have to be here for this. I'm like, 3 of them are destination weddings.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Boy, Jay Bird cannot wait to talk about this.
Oh, he is just
He is already popping
off.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
volcano has
he
erupted.
could not wait for Taylor Swift to get done. He's like, I gotta talk about this now.
Taylor, you calm down because the bird needs to talk.
Yeah, he needs the floor over here.
If I do actually need to calm down.
Boy, got a vent. Yeah.
Well, you know me in weddings anyway. They're not my favorite thing. If you love each other and you want to get married, I think that's beautiful. I think that's great. People think I'm against marriage. I am not at all against marriage. I think if you find the right one, that is amazing.
And if you have extra cash to go to a destination wedding and maybe there's one a year you get invited to, then it's awesome. And you really love the people, great. But you've been invited to 5?
Yes, it is 5 weddings in the
my
course
gosh.
of 3 months.
That is ridiculous.
So my buddy Bigfoot, he's getting married.
Okay.
I got my sister Tina, who's in Oregon. She's getting her vows renewed, and I have to be there for that because I'm officiating the wedding. I'm gonna be the one,
Wait, so this is a 7 is what's the 7-year renewal? Is 7 a special?
It's to prove that we didn't get the 7-year itch.
It's just I have no idea, but
Because I thought people usually do that like
Kevin,
on 10 or something like that.
I don't want to.
Are they going to have an 8-year?
I don't know.
Are you
have a
officiating
6?
that?
I've got a buddy, Mike, who I played baseball with back at Chipola, who I'm still very close with because we talk all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting married in Texas, and he desperately wants me to go there. Then I've got a cousin, Alex, and then I've got a Fiona, who's a friend of my mom who's getting married. They all want me to be there. Oregon, Orlando, Texas are 3 of the ones I have to go to.
Yeah, okay. Well, Bigfoot, you probably need to go.
I have to go to that one.
Got to go to that one.
Sister, I have to go to that one.
That one, it's
There's
like,
no way I'm not going. I have to go to that. That
Okay.
would cause a lot of drama if I did not go.
Sister, you have to go. Bigfoot, you have to
I have
go.
to go. The guy I played baseball with, I don't see him really ever. We do talk. He might be the one. That's the one that's going to have to probably get cut.
What's his name?
Mike.
Hey, Mike, I hate to break it to you.
Mike and
Well, what's the
Ted.
deal with Fiona?
Okay, she's a friend of the family that knew Ann. She knew my mom. She knew
How often do you talk to her?
I talked to her quite a bit because she is a family. She was at Ann's thing briefly. I think you met her.
All right.
And is she in town or is she out of town?
She is in town, so I have to go to that because that's local.
And that's just going to be a gift, but it's still going to be $120, I bet.
It's
That's
Yeah.
what you'll spend on that gift.
But a lot of these are back-to-back weekends. Like, my sister, and then I believe Alex is back-to-back.
And where's Alex?
Alex is local.
Okay.
Localer.
Okay.
Northern, a little bit northern.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Okay.
So,
Florida goes pretty far north.
it does. No, it's...
I'm laughing because I do not want to be you. And I know how much that you're like, oh, boy, so much matrimony
I think weddings are amazing if you love somebody.
for everybody else.
No, if I met the right person, I'm not against marriage. People really think that I am. I have just seen so many people marry the wrong person and become really miserable. And then they're stuck in this terrible... you've seen it. You've been there before.
Oh, I lived it. That's why I divorced it.
I don't want that. And then there's other people who are married that, oh, yeah, we love each other. We've been married for 28 years. And they hate each other. Everyone knows they hate each other, but they lie.
That's
No,
sad, too.
We love each other. No, it's a grind. You gotta really, it's a war, but it's a beautiful war. Okay, buddy. Tell yourself that. It's a war, but it's a beautiful war.
That guy cries in the shower.
All the time.
I think it's tough whenever you have these obligations, when somebody puts an obligation on you. Now, I do my best to be like, look, I can't play that game. Like, I'm not going to play that game. Like, my family just had a reunion in Tennessee. My mom was like, oh, you got to show up. And first of all, like, everybody's ancient. I don't know a lot of these people. I don't see a lot of these people. And they don't do anything but really sit around and just talk about, like, what medication they're taking. And so my mom's like, I get that guilt trip every year, but it's like, my wife's like, we're not going. And so I'm like, you know what? We're not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. But I get guilt. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens.
I am getting guilt, major guilt. You have to be here. Seriously, we're going to be distraught if you don't go. I'm like, wow.
I get that too. And I just delete the text. I'm like, all right, I go
Kevin's
about
not
it.
Italian. He doesn't give in to Italian guilt.
Nah,
You're right. You be lucky you're not Italian.
I shake it off pretty quick.
We feel guilty about just everything. Eating breakfast. I feel so guilty eating breakfast. So 2 people got to get cut. And I think out of the 5, I think cousin Alex is gone.
Yeah, that one, that's the...
And I think Mike, the guy I played ball with, I think he's gone. So I'm left with Bigfoot, my sister Tina, and then Fiona, the friend of the family.
Probably the right call.
I'm glad we worked this out.
Judging where Fiona
Hope
is.
they're listening, and that'll save you an uncomfortable phone call.
That's the good thing about having people that live here. You can talk trash.
Well, they're talking about kind of the way we are with the world is there's a lot of obligations. Traveling is not cheap. By the time you add everything up from hotel to travel expenses to meals.
You're right.
And when a lot of people are giving you a lot of invitations, you can't. And it's kind of interesting. I just saw now that they say one of the biggest trends that's starting to grow is live streaming everything. And this includes funerals, weddings, and the such. And trying to realize, let's stop putting so many obligations on people. We all have crazy, busy lives. Income is limited, and so is time. And especially if you're talking long distance, put up a live stream where somebody can check it out and be a part of it. But people seem to like you more when you don't put obligations on them and then guilt on top of it and make them feel. And if they really don't want to be there, do you want to have a person show up that is only going to be counting the money that you're costing them and be, blah, 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 griping the entire time. And then if they don't have a good time, they're going,
I got a message in a fortune cookie one time, and I keep it on my fridge. It reminds me. It says, if you have no expectations of people, you'll never be disappointed. And it's so true. Like, when you put all these expectations and you expect people to do this and this and this and this and be as good as you are, you always walk away feeling like, oh, man, I got the shaft. But if you stop thinking that everybody else should treat you the way you treat them, you'll be a lot happier.
I was trying to figure out the prices on all of the wedding together. I mean, going to Oregon alone, that's $1,000 at minimum because you have to do the traveling.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to eat the food. I mean, weed is legal. There's a lot of stuff you gotta pay for.
Oh, you will be visiting the whole dispensary.
It's legal there, Kev.
Well, see, that's what I like about the live streaming. You set it up, somebody can watch it. They can even watch it on their own time. Like, oh, no, that's nice. You're not taking a lot of time. Somebody's like, well, that was cool. They feel like they're a part of it.
Wedding, I'll give you. Funeral, I'm not real sure, only because of the Johnny-come-latelys on social media that would get in the chat room and stir it all up, and people are very emotional during the funeral time.
Turn off the comments.
I would either turn off the comments.
Turn off the comments and just make it a live feed.
You could do that.
Yeah,
you can do that, right?
I don't want to hear any comments, especially if anybody has anything negative to say about the deceased.
And there will be.
Get yourself really a new act. That's horrible.
Do you like the funeral one? Could you see that one working?
Yeah, I do like that. I'm not a big fan, to me, and I think funerals are even kind of changing. They're saying, it's less with, having a dead body there, and it's more about the life celebration kind of thing.
Well, I told you, I went to my friend Jeff, the helicopter pilot that died in the Chris Klein crash.
Mm-hmm.
I went to his celebration of life, and it was amazing. They had this huge room, but they had built all these little stations all around the room with memorabilia from his life and photos and stuff that was important to him, knickknacks from his house, pictures, letters he had received and letters he had sent. Like, it was very much about celebrating his life instead of sitting in a sterile room.
But is it tacky then if you live stream that and be like, hey, you can check into the live stream?
I don't think so.
For people who can't make it there.
I think it's beautiful, especially if someone's like in another country. He was from England, so I bet a lot of his family from overseas and friends couldn't make the trip. That's very expensive.
Yeah.
For them, a live stream would have been beautiful.
Sign in online to let people know, hey, I checked it out. It was beautiful and very nice.
I think it's coming from a good place to do something like that for people that can't physically be there.
I totally agree. Well, if you want to do the live stream thing, you can check out the KVJ show. Yeah, we do it, Kvj TV. In fact, I want to say what up right now to Joshua. He's checking us out all the way from Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, huh? So that's it. You can check us out globally anywhere you want. We're on YouTube. And that's how it works, either live or on demand. Check out the KVJ show feed.
It's actually very easy. People, I think, get discouraged looking on YouTube because I don't know how to do it. I try to really quick. It's all you got to do is go to the KVJ page and you'll see it right away streaming live.
KVJshow.com. It's right there, right at the top. It's easy for you to find.
Did you break your microphone?
Yeah, we'll deal with that here in a second.
What's going on over there?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Oh, it's totally broken.
Well, I turned it off because people are like, we'll say, hold up.
I think it sounds better.
Okay, well.
I was trying to wait till commercial break.
Yes. We'll fix it here in a second, Virginia.
Hamburger hands.
Have you ever heard of a catchler? Do you know what that is?
Single cat.
It's a new term that's out there. Oh, it's close.
A single cat.
That's got, that's looking to mingle.
A catchler is a bachelor who gets a cat because they think it takes pressure off them having to find a girlfriend. And then they think that the cat is going to then help them find a girl, so they call them catchulars.
That's so weird.
They say 1 in 4 single guys with cats thinks it makes them come across as a more loving person, and 1 in 6 claims their cat has actually helped them land more dates.
I know he is sick today, but our boy Suits, he takes some real sexy cat pictures. There's one of him and his cat snuggling. I mean, I can't throw any stones.
He's a catchuler?
I just posted one of me and Chewy snuggling, but
Suits is a catchuler.
He's got one with a suit. Or the cat is all up in his.
The cat's wearing a suit too.
The cat
would be awesome.
He should do that.
Oh my gosh.
We need to get that cat a suit.
We gotta get a glamour shot. We gotta get Suits.
That cat needs a suit.
Suits in his cat in a suit. Taking a photo.
Go to Suits' Instagram though. There's a few where he's laying and snuggling with his cat, and the cat's giving bedroom eyes, and Suits is giving bedroom eyes.
You need to send Suits an email right now and tell him don't come back to work until he comes back with a picture of his cat in a suit.
Oh man, that's great. I don't know where you get a cat suit. You probably didn't have one laying around.
I gotta pull up Suits' Instagram. You gotta see these cats. I mean, they're breathtaking. It'll take your breath away.
Please, let's get the highlights on that. I want to see our very own catchuler. Sadly, he's got cat scratch fever today.
Oh.
So he's out sick. Apparently he's throwing up some hairballs.
I heard he was partying at your house last night.
He was with us because we're working on the Suits love song.
Y'all got Suits sick?
I don't know.
We'd have a love song. It worked out perfect with that. Well, here's what we got for you. The Baby Rocco match game and tickets to the Beer Fest. It is going to be coming up at PGA National Craft Beer Fest. We got the tickets for you.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And one craft beer expert, Kevin Ralston, will be hosting.
I don't know if I'm hosting. I'm there drinking. I'm just walking around and...
Oh, you're hosting. I know the gig very well.
Oh, I'm hosting, huh? What do I host, Virginia? You're the...
Well, you're going to host the craft beer winner, and they have a whole competition.
Oh, that's great.
You're going to get up on stage, and you're going to give away prizes. Oh, you're going to be busy.
They wanted
to stay sober, then.
No.
Stay sober?
I would never say that.
Okay.
Take it back right now.
What? Oh, you're going to be on the microphone in front of people?
Yeah.
That's when you dial it up?
Oh, I got trashed.
Did you just start working with her?
I know, right?
Come on.
Okay, well, Megan can go and join me if she gets the Baby Rocco match game. How's he been doing, by the way, Virginia? I know that we actually started this because your 4-year-old son was having some problems with his potty language. He was dropping some F-bombs. You worked on it a little bit, and then he started sending out some snaps to some of our listeners that follow us on Snapchat with the F word in it.
Yeah.
And that was a problem. And
yeah, big problem.
I think you said he's even gotten a little insulting, too, with his language. Yesterday, he dropped kind of an insult on you.
We were at the park, and we were playing catch, and I was throwing to him, he was throwing to me. But, you know, he's a kid. He has a wild arm sometimes. And I just said to him, "Oh, Rocco, you got a bad toss." And he said back to me, "Oh, you got a bad ass."
Maybe he was calling you a bad ass.
Yeah.
Loudly. He said, at the park, I had a bad ass while I'm in a bathing suit.
Okay, what happened? Did you laugh at it? You laughed at him and you didn't take away his technology?
Well, my family was all around, and so I couldn't really beat him.
No one's saying beat him, but you can still discipline your kid in front of your... I want to shut up. I'm going to say something over the line.
You don't have any kids, Jay Bird?
Exactly. What do I know?
Yeah. All right, well, we got Megan on here from Palm Beach Gardens. Hello, Megan.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, what we got is the Baby Rocco match game. Now, we've taken Baby Rocco saying something here, and we had to bleep out one of the words, not because it can't be said on the radio, but just because it's a game. So it is something, it's a word that you can say on the radio. If you can figure out what one of the words is here in your 3 tries, we'll hook you up with those tickets, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This is the first Baby Rocco phrase. What is the word that we bleeped out here?
Mommy, off. I'm serious.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Can you play it again?
Yeah, okay, let's hear this.
Mommy, off. I'm serious.
Okay. All right. Mommy, bleep. Okay. What do you think there, Megan?
I'm trying to think of what words I'm allowed to say on the radio.
I know, right? You're thinking that maybe Rocco's saying the worst thing there, but it's not that word. Is that correct? Or okay, it's not that. Not the.
There's
word.
one that's coming.
Okay, what do you think, Jay Bird?
Not that word.
Kiss off, mommy. Kiss off.
Mommy, kiss off. I'm serious. Okay, that'd be your guess.
Yeah.
What the word is. Okay. What do you think here, Megan?
I'm going to say suck it.
Mom, suck it off.
Okay. Well.
I don't think we can say that on the radio either.
S-U-C-K.
Okay, S, suck off. Okay, he said...
Mommy, get off. I'm serious.
Oh.
Get off.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
All right.
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's a tricky game.
Yeah, I think we brought even too dirty of minds into that last one.
We did.
Yes. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's get off. Okay. Maybe mommy and her bad ass was sitting on Rocco or something.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. What word did we bleep out here in the Rocco match game?
This tastes great, Mommy.
Okay. What is that he's saying here?
This tastes great, Mommy.
This bleep tastes great, mommy. Okay. What do you think, Jay Bird?
Drink?
This drink tastes great. Okay, that could be something that tastes great. What do you think, Megan?
Crap.
This crap tastes great. She's thinking Rocco's got a...
I know he's been on a tirade, so that's where I'm going at.
Okay. All right, let's see. What did he say?
This pizza tastes great, Mommy.
Oh, the pizza.
I mean, listen how innocent he sounds.
Oh,
right there.
I have too bad of a mind.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll clean it up here. Yeah, think innocent, because even though 4-year-old Rocco may not be so innocent sometimes, there are times where he's just sweet, but it doesn't sound like it in this clip right here.
Just looks like another doll to me.
Just looks like another... Wait, hold on.
Just looks like another doll to me.
Noodle?
Just looks like another... Hold on.
Is the last word noodle he's saying?
Just looks like another doll to me.
Just looks like another bleep hole to me, I think is what he's saying there.
Yes, that is what he's saying. Bleep hole.
Bleep hole. Just looks like another...
Bleep hole?
Just looks like another bleep hole. Huh. Okay. What could Rocco be saying here, Megan? What do you think?
Donut.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to go fish.
Fish hole?
She's all aquatic over there. You always got shrimp going on.
What's a fish hole?
I mean, they're private parts, Kev.
Huh?
What? What are you talking about?
No, never mind.
Fish don't make holes.
Does fish have holes? There's fish that where do you think the poop comes from? There's holes in fish.
Okay. All right.
Dead ones, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll show you a chart.
Okay. All right. Is that it? Fish hole. Huh.
It just looks like another rabbit hole to me.
Another
rabbit hole.
It just looks like another rabbit hole to me.
I mean, I'm not that.
I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Neither would I.
Yeah. Hey, Jaber would guess fish hole.
I mean, rabbit hole, fish hole.
Yeah, because you hear fish hole all the time. Okay. Hey, Megan, I like you. I'll give you the consolation prize the same as the grand prize. You get the tickets to the beer fest, okay?
Yay!
Awesome. You guys are amazing. I listen to you every morning, and I love
Oh,
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Yes, you can check us out and watch on Kvj Tv. She actually bleeped herself on that.
Yes, she did.
Apparently, her and Rocco are swearing.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing.
Well, this might be why you want to follow broskies on your social media sites. The threads and the things they talk about in the dating world. Well, apparently some of their conversation has gotten some people upset in this thread. Somebody liked it, did a screenshot, sent it to us, and now we got it for you here on the radio.
There's a lot of editing involved, too. There was more people who had stuff to say.
Oh, I bet, yeah. So we're going to knock it down to just this. Greg is the one who posted up about this interesting thing one of his Tinder dates did. I'll play the role of Greg. Virginia, you play the role of Sean. Danny's going to play Carlos. And Jaybird, you get to play Amanda.
Okay.
Oh, I see you as an Amanda.
Yeah.
Very sassy.
I put the duh in Amanda.
All right. So here's what Greg had put up on his social media site. I'm not even kidding, y'all. Went out with a chick I met on Tinder last night, and she totally dropped a deuce on the dance floor. Hashtag FML.
Damn, son. Did she twerk that thing loose? I've heard of the bump and grind, but this is more like a dump and grind.
That's right.
Here comes Carlos. The question is, did you hook up after?
Yeah, I ended up getting me some.
Oh.
Does that make me a bigger pig than her? I don't know.
How do you even take a dump on the dance floor? Is it done on purpose? Was it on accident? Did she have on panties? I got so many questions.
This is an extremely inappropriate conversation to have publicly. This is the toxic masculinity that needs to stop. Do better, please. You should be ashamed for posting this.
Oh, please, Amanda. I'm not saying my date's name. Don't follow me if you're going to be a crazy left-wing feminist. I liked you so much better when you wore makeup and tried to actually look hot.
I am unfollowing you, and I will tell all my friends to unfollow you as well. I haven't liked what you've been saying on social media for a long time anyway. Have fun being stuck in the 1950s, you male chauvinistic pig.
This is the greatest threat ever. You got a chick talking about taking a dump on the floor. You got a crazy feminist threatening to unfollow you. This story could be turned into a movie. Brings a whole new meaning to the title, Dirty Dancing.
Oh. Dirty Dancing. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Does that happen a lot?
Hopefully not.
People taking dumps on floors?
No.
I was walking once and I slipped on something, but it was dark and I never ever found out what that was. I'm praying it wasn't poop.
Were you on the dance floor?
No, I was walking through like an alleyway.
Oh, then it's definitely
It has to be, right?
It's definitely poop.
Yours was poo.
Well, it was like one of those cutways between two
And it was
buildings.
human.
Yeah, it had to have been. Darn, I'm so bummed out.
You just keep on moving on something like that.
Keep on moving, baby.
Just keep on moving. Yeah. Well, maybe Netflix will turn it into a movie. They're spending money like crazy on all kinds of films. It's kind of interesting when you break down what Netflix is doing and how much they're spending. More than $520 million on 3 movies alone.
Wow.
And listen to the kind of movies they're putting up, too. These are big ones. Martin Scorsese's The Irishman. You got Red Notice starring The Rock. That's a major blockbuster movie star.
The Rock is not signing on for anything that's not a major blockbuster project, too.
But, I mean, Netflix, this is a direct-to-Netflix movie here.
That's what I knew it was going that way when I saw Sandra Bullock in The Bird Box.
Yeah.
To get her on a Netflix original movie, it's big.
big.
They're their own network.
Yeah, and Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds. Is that the Buried Alive thing?
No, that's a different one. That one is actually called Buried Alive, I think.
Okay. He does a lot of movies. It sounds like he's buried underground. So Ryan Reynolds is going to be a part of that as well. They say there's roughly 151.6 million Netflix subscribers. How do you have points? Okay, 6 million. So the cost of those 3 together comes to be closer to around $3.50 per subscriber. They're saying that basically what they're doing with at least the movie The Irishman is they're paying over $1 per subscriber for that movie alone. It's going to be between $173 million to $200 million for that movie. But it's got Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci's back.
Wow.
And Harvey Keitel. I mean, if you want a mob movie, I mean, that's like the Mount Rushmore of mobster actors, isn't it?
You've heard Denny's Pesci impersonation, right? It's unbelievable, Kev.
Really?
Close your eyes, you'll think it's Pesci.
Okay, I got my eyes closed. Let me hear it.
You talking to me? Right? I don't know.
Keep going.
Hey, I'm a wise guy.
He's so mad when I do that to him. He hates doing impersonations. I can't imagine why he hates doing it.
I can't imagine why he still hangs out with you.
I don't know why you're my friend.
Well, if they can't get Pesci, I mean, I'm sure you're a little cheaper.
I'll fill in.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, they say the reason why they're spending this kind of money on The Irishman is Netflix is hoping to get a Best Picture Oscar. And they think if they get an Oscar, this would be the first time like a streaming service has ever done that, especially for the best picture, the one you want.
Sure.
It'll change the whole streaming movie perception. Like people would be like going, okay, this is
legit.
It's completely legit. Yeah, this is like they're just as easily tempted to do a big Netflix movie as they are doing a blockbuster. And that might be the last thing when they talk to some of these higher end actors being like, yeah, but I'm kind of into winning these awards. Like when I'm gone, I want to be able to have all these Oscars on my shelf or whatever.
It's about my legacy.
Exactly. So that might be part of what they're doing, but they're spending some mad cash on those kind of movies. And you're right, a movie like A Bird Box, you're seeing going directly there. I told you yesterday about Disney, how much money they're making. They're having a record year. It's only July, the most they've ever made. And The Lion King just passed the $1 billion mark at the global box office. It's the fourth Disney film this year to hit $1 billion. That's insane.
I'm
and it was
not
released
surprised.
19 days ago.
Yeah, but you knew it was going to happen. Disney don't play.
Yeah, but I mean, you're like, okay, what is the difference with Disney this year? I mean, Disney's been around for a while. They say it's this live action remakes. People are loving them. The Aladdin earlier this summer took 2 months before it crossed the $1 billion threshold. And it's now the 6th live action Disney film released and 15th in all to surpass the $1 billion mark. Apparently, live action movies are guaranteed almost to like cross the $1 billion mark.
All right, we got a Halloween movie coming up. Live action animation. That has to be affordable to produce, right?
I don't think we're doing the Halloween movie this year.
What?
I don't think we're doing it. I think we have other KVJ stuff that's probably more important that we have to concentrate on. I think Kevin probably wants it that way, honestly.
All right, I'm just shocked.
I would like to do it. It just takes a lot of time, and I don't know if we have time.
It's not easy being a movie maker, Virginia.
I know Spielberg takes off some years too.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. Just I don't know if it's in the cards for this year. We'll come back 2020.
Okay.
Better than ever. More people will die. More blood.
You'll make us want it more.
Maybe.
I mean, no one's gonna give a crap at me, but that's okay.
You know that movie, was it Bird Box? Is that what you were saying? That was the one where she was blindfolded?
Yes.
And so she's having to make her way around, what was it, like out in the wild?
She had to rescue like a boy and a girl.
Did you see it?
No.
I could tell. No,
I'm not watching that.
No, you couldn't see the things. You had to be blindfolded. If you saw something, you'd.
I can tell you a story. Speaking of which, yesterday it was kind of like one of those like Bird Box kind of things. I was talking to our boss, Leo. Anybody here ever have vertigo?
I have vertigo. If I look up in the sky too much, I get dizzy and I fall over.
Really?
Sometimes
that sounds like a fun experiment.
Some people.
You're not allowed to look down. Go.
There were some therapists that thought that I had vertigo too, because part of my anxiety issues. There's times where I look up and it overwhelms me and my equilibrium goes off.
Oh, this will be fun when we're drinking on Friday.
I get that on.
Wow.
I get that on rides too. That's why I think I get so nauseous. My equilibrium's all off, and I get vertigo. Terrible vertigo.
He was telling me about the vertigo that he got, just how bad it was, and it happened at work. I've never had vertigo. I would not want to have vertigo. It just sounds terrible. I was talking to our boss Leo yesterday, and he was talking about this car accident that he was in, and got the vertigo. And had it really badly, he said, for 2 years. And he said one time he was actually here at work at the radio station, and he's sitting at his desk, and all of a sudden, everything starts spinning.
Oh, no.
And, you get motion sick with it, too. And so he's just like, I got to get to the bathroom because I know it's over. He gets into the stall, boom, he's barfing all over the place. Every time he opened his eyes, he said he would throw up. And he's trying to then call his wife to come pick him up at work. And he can't open his eyes if he does. And so he's trying to do all this stuff, like with his eyes closed.
Oh, my gosh.
And so his wife is like, okay. She calls him back, like, I'm downstairs. So he, without trying to bring a lot of attention to himself, is trying to go from the 5th floor bathroom here all the way down to the elevator and downstairs to get in her car.
And if he opens his eyes, he routes.
He's going to throw up on somebody.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, could you imagine that?
That'd be tricky.
That is crazy. I mean, that'd be tricky, like, even without, like, the vertigo and having to throw up. Could you imagine trying to get down? Could you, like, walk out of here right now with your eyes closed, and do you think make it downstairs to the lobby?
Yes, easily.
I don't think I could.
I do. I think I could. I really do.
I really wonder, like, could I, if I were put to the test, could I do it?
All you have to do, because where our studio is at, we know where the lobby is. Once you get to the lobby, you just get to the floor and you go right to the elevator. Once you get to the elevator, you are good to go. You're in the lobby, and I can even walk out of the lobby.
Do you think you could make it, like, for instance, to your vehicle in the parking lot?
Absolutely. I have 2 vehicles, and then I have the Shaggin' Wagon, and I left my truck there last week by the station vehicle section, so I know where that's at.
You think, yeah. Yeah. Because I'm wondering, because the thing that I think would help is you do, because you have in your mind that mental picture. And you're like going, okay, I've got to be about right here, right now. I got to be about right here, right now. You know, that's why I think it's different if you're a person that has sight and then you can't see. If you've been there before, you're like, okay, I got a mental picture where I'm going.
So I wonder if I should go to the Shaggin' Wagon because that is a recently parked car. I know where that's at. The truck is on the station vehicle side. I haven't been over there in a while.
Yeah.
So I know where my station wagon's at, but it is further.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Wow, so you think without a doubt you could make it to your car?
I don't think I know, my friend. With vertigo. I suffer from the big V.
Okay. What we ought to do here is I'll have Denny's fire up the big V.
That's what we call it, Kev.
Is it?
That's
Okay.
what us vertigo victims call it.
Are you calling me big?
The big V.
I have Denny's fire up his phone. We'll get Facebook Live video here going. I want to see, can Jaybird make it from the 5th floor bathroom? Can you recreate what Leo did?
Oh, my gosh. Hell yeah.
You could make it to your car.
I without a doubt can make it to my car.
Do you think you could make it over to the racetrack gas station and buy a soda?
And probably some other snacks as well. Yeah, whatever the witch want, whatever Big V wants, I'll get her.
Well, now that you call me big, I don't want any snacks. Damn it!
I actually think I could do, because I think once I got out and all you're doing is you've got our building here. You would cross the street, the sidewalk underneath the pavement under your feet would tell you. The sidewalk walks around to the racetrack gas station. You walk in, all the drinks are on the back wall in the cooler.
Oh, Kev, I'm telling you.
You could walk in. You would know the feel of a soda.
Of course.
I want coconut water.
I can't be seen buying that. I don't believe in coconut
That'd be in
water.
a box. You could probably figure out what to get.
It's in a box, and I have a specific brand, Vita.
Okay.
Diva? Is that what you said?
Diva.
Vita.
Oh, Vita. Okay, my bad.
Diva water. That sounds about right. Okay, you got to the end of the show to get this done. You got 1 hour.
Child's play, my friend.
Okay, Jaybird starts 5th floor bathroom.
The only problem I'm gonna have with all this is all the extra time I'm gonna have when I get there. I'm gonna have so much extra time by the time I get there. It'd be like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Someone's very bold.
I know. He thinks it'd be no problem. How tough would it be?
And I'm suffering with the.
Let's make sure we put a blindfold on him instead of just because I know.
We gotta tape it. We gotta tape your eyes shut.
Okay, we'll make
Tape
sure.
it.
Well,
Bind me,
With
whatever.
super glue.
Okay. No.
I got this special tape. It's called Gorilla Tape. It will not come off.
You can
for
bind
like a week.
You can bind me. You can blind me. You can tickle me. Whatever you want to do, I'm in.
This sounds like the beginning of an
getting
adult
kinky.
Oh, it's
video.
getting real kinky. It's summertime.
Okay, you can fire up your Facebook. Go to the KVJ show. We'll get that video going here in a second. Jaybird's own little challenge. Can he do what our boss had to do because he had no choice coming up?
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, yeah. I got some more issues going on here today in the whacked out news with people doing things to your food. There's a woman in Pennsylvania that went into a Walmart last week and put the pea in potatoes. Or I guess the pea on potatoes.
Yeah, this lady is an animal.
Yeah, she peed on the potatoes.
The raw, like potatoes that are sitting out there in the bin.
Yep.
That you grab and you purchase. She peed on them.
Yeah, they say the police had released the surveillance shots yesterday, and then the story starts blowing up because, okay, the latest thing is now people are peeing on potatoes. She turned herself in. Now she's facing charges of indecent exposure, public drunkenness. So she was ham high.
Okay, I'm a little more forgiving.
Oh, okay, now it's not that big a deal.
Well, it's still
Girl
a very
just had
big.
to go.
It's a big deal. But now at least we know why. She was drunk.
Yeah. So you've been over Sir, Virginia.
Well,
So you got all hammered.
I can't sit in judgment.
Okay, all right.
Not
So
that
she
I would-
gets a pass for you.
I would
huh?
never take it that far, but I understand where her mind went.
Well, we got some dumb criminals today. This one being drunk and driving. She's in California, and on Monday she crashed her car into some gates
Oh.
that were surrounding the county jail.
That was easy for them.
Very simple, yeah. She's now inside the jail. Here's another dumb criminal. This guy robbed a bank in Ohio. But you got to make sure that the paper you're writing your demands on is not a document that includes your name and address. It was so bad, after the teller gave the guy his money, she called him by his first name. Thanks, Tom. Have a good day. And he didn't even think of it. He's like, boy, they're very nice here. I almost feel bad I robbed them. Of course, they immediately called the police, like, yeah, here's his name, Tom Dumbass. And
here's his address.
Yes.
That's where you'll find him and all of our money.
Yeah. Oddly enough, they're still trying to track him down right now, but they know at least everywhere he lives.
Tom.
Boy, this is diabolical. Tell me if a judge got this right. There's an art teacher at a school in Columbus, Ohio. She told her class, look, this has to be a banana-free zone. I'm deathly allergic of any bananas. Can't be around them. So you would jeopardize my life if you bring bananas in here. Well, last November, 3 students thought it'd be funny to smear a banana on her door.
Oh, no.
And then inside the classroom, they start throwing bananas at her.
What the hell?
She goes into anaphylactic shock in less than 15 minutes. She's rushed to the hospital after her colleagues call 911. She did recover, but a school employee thought this is attempted murder.
I agree.
They brought the kids up on murder charges. The judge did not agree. It's a 13-year-old girl and 2 12-year-old boys. They were sentenced to probation only for the attack.
They should have to do some juvie time. I don't believe they should go to regular jail. I mean, they're too little, but just probation does not seem strict enough for them to understand the severity. She went into anaphylactic shock.
Yeah, and it's
No.
not. Yeah. It was
If
very
my
intentional and
kid-
deliberate.
Intentional, deliberate, planned out, calculated. They had to go buy bananas. I mean, these kids need to do a few months in juvie. There's no way probation is appropriate.
Thank you, sister. Yeah.
Oh, I would have beat the ever-living you-know-what out of my child.
Some other interesting choices made by some businesses. Your sister used to be a flight attendant for Southwest.
She did for many years, and now she's in town. She might even be listening because I heard she's on a donut run right now for the fam.
Oh, okay. Get a lot of them. Need a couple dozen there.
You need at least 2 boxes.
Yes. Well, you know how they're always trying to do something fun and goofy?
Yeah.
Have you seen the viral video? And they're kind of still trying to figure out, okay, we love your intentionality, but it's still kind of weird. There was a Southwest Airlines flight attendant that decided to try to play a little prank on some passengers. She lied down inside of one of the overhead compartments as they were boarding.
She closed the door, and then when they went to go put their bags in, she popped out.
No, they look up and she's just laying there like, and they're like, okay. So somebody starts making a video of it. She's just laying on her stomach in the bin and like, okay, she all right?
She's not saying anything or laughing?
No, just kind of just dangling out of it, and then gets out and starts helping people along boarding up. And yeah, they're like, okay, that's interesting. I guess. Odd.
You at least have to say something like, look how roomy these things are.
They said she was friendly, but they're just like, okay.
Maybe it was a dare. They do. My sister told me they do that at Southwest. They initiate the rookies with certain things, and they do dares to each other, and they're playful.
Well, her dare is now going viral. So
Hopefully she doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah, I think they looked at it, and I think Southwest is just like, okay, weird, but yeah, so far no word that she's been fired, so we'll see. All right, coming up here in a couple minutes, we'll see as Jaybird starts off his quest to try to make it across the street to the racetrack gas station and buy a soda blindfolded.
I think he's already left. He's at least left the studio.
Okay. Well,
Denny's had him all taped up with the blindfold on.
Okay, I'm going to dial up the video on Facebook Live. You can go and check it right now. Jump on it. Let us know how he's doing. We'll check in with the bird coming up next.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
I don't know why this is so oddly fascinating, Virginia. I'm sitting here on Facebook and I'm watching Jaybird as he's trying to walk blindfolded. He made it like our boss Leo did. Now, Leo had vertigo and had to make it downstairs to his wife's car without opening his eyes or he'd throw up. Jaybird was blindfolded. Oh, he's on all fours. He's getting ready to walk into traffic. Okay. Okay, he's in the grass right by the road. He made it all the way downstairs outside of our building, down the elevator. And now he is over there kind of like on, he's in the grass in between the road and the sidewalk going to the racetrack gas station. His goal is to try to buy a soda at the counter. Okay, now he's already, here's some of the highlights that I've seen so far. Obviously, he's fallen into several bushes, tripped over many curbs. He walked into a building and slammed into a window at some office building, and they came out and they're like going, what are you doing?
Can you get off the property, please?
He looks like a madman. You don't know if he's insane, if he's a stumbling drunk.
Well, what was funny is one lady came out and she was like, can you please get off the property? And then another lady came out and she goes, wait, that's Jaybird.
Yeah, so he's got the blindfold on.
Yeah, just keep
He's
walking.
making away. He's kind of like on the side of the road. And Denny's is there just filming it on Facebook Live right now.
Be on alert for anything.
Oh, boy. He just hit another curb. Oh, he's on it.
I so wish people that are passing by with cars would honk when they get close to him.
Denny's is being a protector and making sure he doesn't stumble right into 45th Street and into traffic.
Denny's, you're only allowed to intervene in cases of life or death.
Yes.
Otherwise, don't help him.
That's what he's doing. I think he's just making sure he does not walk into a car that's moving.
Getting close to the gas station.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of, not really.
Yeah, we sort of are.
Okay. So he's not far. It looks like Jaybird's getting a little winded. Boy, he's sweating. Look at this sweat all over him, too. I mean, he's...
Bad day to wear a long-sleeve T-shirt.
Now, if you're watching the Facebook Live video right now, you can go to Facebook and go to the KVJ show. Jaybird looks like he's a little tired and he's kind of like leaned down, but he's at a place where he could miss the racetrack.
He's also at a place where he could fit in because you see a lot of weird, vagrant-looking, crazy people at this very spot a lot.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get really good here.
Don't tell me. I feel like it is, though.
Yeah.
All right.
He's feeling the curb on the way. Oh, he just tripped over that curb he was feeling.
Take a breath for a sec.
Yeah, let me just take one.
He's worn out. Okay. So Jaybird is kind of getting his bearings. He's getting a breather before he tries to head into the racetrack gas station to try to buy a soda blindfolded. Okay, so that's where we'll pick up with Jaybird here in just a second. I gotta tell you, it is really oddly fascinating watching this. I'm captivated by watching Jaybird blindfolded, trying to walk from the 5th floor of the radio station over to the racetrack gas station to buy himself a soda. Now, he's out front of the gas station right now. He's getting close to the door. He's trying to feel his way in over here, and he just walked into the trash can.
It is oddly fascinating.
It is.
Trash cans usually by...
I can feel the air conditioning. We can taste victory.
Yeah, he's right there at the door. Is he going to make it in the door? No, he just went by the door. I just... You know, people are so used to such weird stuff happening at that. Oh, he passed the door and he's now.
I'll make sure he gets home.
Working to the other end. I'll make sure he gets home. People.
He made it.
Yeah, he did.
He's to the door.
Yeah,
Context clues from the voices around him.
Yeah, he had walked past the door and then he heard a voice of somebody inside, and so now he's opening the door.
The convenience store.
Boss.
Yeah. Okay, he's in. Now this is where it's going to get...
Oh,
he
geez,
just
you're
walked
right
into the
there.
other door. Oh.
We're getting some laughs.
He's walked into, I think, about 4 or 5 things now. Okay. Is he going to trash the place? Because he's using his hands to try to get through. And do you think he'll make it, or will he get kicked out?
I think he needs to hurry, and I think he will make it, but they don't put up with a lot of long-term tomfoolery.
Yeah.
You got to be in and out with your silly self.
Yeah. He's right back at the... He's at the beer section.
Virginia wanted coconut water.
It's going to be tough.
Vita Coco.
Gosh, he's back there.
He is
He's-
by the
he's
coconut
making it.
water.
He's making
So I
it.
know all my drinks that I love are at the very end.
Okay. You knew that from memory. Oh, no, he's going into the toilet.
I don't want that drink. No drink from there.
Okay, no, he's back at the coolers. Okay.
Drinks.
Okay. He's right there at the coolers right now, getting a little bit of buffering because we're
Denny's
inside.
just tell me yes or no if I'll like it or not.
No.
Yeah, he's
You know
over.
what?
No, you wouldn't.
He's over in the teas.
Yes.
It looks like. Okay. Now he's in the Gatorade. Will he know
Yeah.
the
I'm gonna
difference?
like that.
For
yeah,
sure,
I'll
for
definitely
sure.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely like that. Hold on.
He grabbed the water.
Yeah,
He said he's gonna like
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
I'll
he
get
grabbed-
drinks for everybody. I want to find me a sport if I can.
He's buying all blue drinks. Ugh, how annoying.
Now he's in the Red Bull section. He's feeling through
We
those.
did good.
It did fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Do
Well,
you remember the?
Oh, he just walked into another wall.
Do you
The
remember?
layout. Yeah, let's go back the way we came. I remember it that way. 'Cause I know the candy section's right here.
Now
Yes.
the question was, would he be able to get a soda?
Yeah, he doesn't have a soda.
He doesn't have a soda. He's
So, I
He's
mean-
got 2 Gatorades and a water.
yeah, he's got like 2. Oh, he just dropped
Here,
it.
I got it.
No,
Don't
no,
sweat.
no, do not help me.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh my
He's
gosh.
dropped. Okay, he got
Oh
it.
my God.
He dropped it
Crushing
on the floor of the racetrack. He's blindfolded, making his way.
I see if I play right,
Back to
I'm
the
gonna walk by
front.
the door and
Yes.
the candy section.
He's supposed to ring out. Walk over here blindfolded.
He's
ring
working it
out.
through.
I will.
He's working it
That
through,
should be the
Virginia.
door.
Oh yeah.
He's
People
heading.
think he's
I'm
insane.
actually quite impressed.
Oh yeah, look at people trying to avoid him. Oh no! Oh, this is going to be a problem because he's got a
Yes.
line. How's he going to know if he's got a line?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. He's over it.
He's going to have to respect the line.
Oh, he's getting fancy now. He's going to buy himself a candy bar.
Don't jump the line.
He actually got himself a Milky Way. Looks like. Oh, this is going to be the problem.
Yeah, you're in it. Just chill.
Oh, somebody got out of the line. They're like, oh, okay. I don't need this
That
bad
lady
enough.
was like, I'm not standing by this clown.
You take 2 steps forward.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. When I see crazy people in the convenience store, I am not standing next to them, and I'm certainly not going to stick around to see what they do.
No. In this day and age, you don't want to know. There's too many goofy
No.
people out there.
Yeah, which I mean.
Look at him. He looks like the craziest.
Oh, you can move up to the.
So he's got a blindfold on. Jaybird is at the counter right now. Wow.
Doing it.
Look at that.
Show the card to the camera so we can see if that's right.
Is that money?
Dude,
What's he paying with?
it's,
Oh.
it's close.
Show the card.
Oh, this is. Oh, I never thought about that. He's got to pay. Oh, no, he's got to try to get his card in the machine.
My debit card is it?
No. I think that's a massage card.
Debit card?
Oh, you nailed it.
He's trying to pay with a massage card.
This one? Yeah.
All right, I think he's got it.
This one?
The kind clerk is helping
The
him.
guy at the racetrack's playing along. He's trying to help him out. He admires his challenge.
He's used to crazies.
He is.
Take it up. Go a little higher, a little lower, just a little, right there.
Oh, nailed it.
Got it. Got it in there. Wow.
See if you can put your PIN number in.
What's your pin?
Wait.
Oh, boy.
Suggesting to do that. All right, so go put your hand on the reader, and I'm gonna tell you where to go. Go down. No.
This guy's fully invested in this challenge, Virginia. That's the guy that's working at the racetrack. He's fully invested in helping Jaybird with his goofy blindfold on do this challenge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you're good.
He did it. He did it. Our boy. He did it. He's hugging a guy he doesn't even know in line. Okay, that's impressive. Okay. I'm kind of impressed by that. That's not a bad little challenge there.
It does. Well,
okay.
Fascinating to watch.
It really, oddly enough, was fascinating to watch.
Now, what was his time? Because now the thing is, can he be beat?
Well, it took him 22 minutes. Oh, he's dancing. Yeah, he's doing a dance. There you go. That was oddly fascinating to watch. If you'd like to see it, it's still up on our Facebook page. You can go and check it out and see Jaybird blindfolded, starting the 5th floor of the radio station without really any guidance or help. He made it all the way into the racetrack and bought a lot of drinks he didn't want. And a candy bar.
And not what you told him to buy. You told him to make it back here with a soda.
Are you really going to give him a hard time about the soda?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Jaybird will be back in a minute.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
Well, he is back in the studio after a triumphant run blindfolded from the 5th floor of our building across the street to the racetrack gas station where he went in blindfolded, found the drink section, bought some drinks, and the guy that was working the racetrack was amazing. He actually helped you out with your debit card. I know you tried to pay with a massage card.
Honestly, everybody involved was there pretty much to help. It was a team effort. It feels good to win one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of irony in this whole thing. So I guess Denny's told me one of the first vehicles I touched was my truck. And then when I went into the gas station, the first drink that I grabbed was coconut water. And then I said, this one doesn't feel right. And then
you
well, in
grabbed
a
all
sense,
the,
it wasn't right for
you grabbed
you.
all the blue Gatorade, really?
And I accidentally bought blue drinks, not meaning to be a jerk to Virginia, but it was weird how
Just
all
worked
that,
out well.
It worked out, yeah. I swear I could not see anything, I swear to you.
It was pretty amazing and oddly fascinating. I was just sitting there like really locked into Facebook. I couldn't stop watching. People were like going, yeah, I don't know. I can't stop watching this.
Good.
Really interesting watching you try to make your way over
I
there.
figured you'd want me to walk back. I thought that might be overkill.
Yeah, no, we were good. Yeah, that was the only challenge, was making it there. Because, yeah, I was kind of curious, too, because as Leo was telling me that yesterday about how he made himself his way downstairs without opening his eyes. I'm like, I think I could do that.
You could easily do it. I'll tell you what, getting down to the lobby out in the parking lot
You're out there
is
quick.
super easy.
Yeah, okay.
And I know, too, once you follow the parking lot, you just follow that across the street, and it's where across the street's where you get into problems.
Yeah, you walked into another office building.
Oh,
in fact, you walked into their window, and then you tripped into their bushes and were laying on the ground as a car went by.
That had to be horrifying for the poor lady in the office.
She was so horrified. She was so mad at her. Like, what are you guys doing? And then I go, well, we're doing this. We're chasing greatness, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, are you Jaybird? I'm like, yes. And then she was totally cool. It was
Thank
awesome.
goodness.
Oh, it was awesome.
Because it could have gone the other way. She could have called the law.
Oh, my toes and legs are so talk about scabs.
Yeah, you might be sore later.
I am now.
You're sore now.
Yeah.
Okay. Got right on it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. If you want to see it, it's still up there on the KVJ Show Facebook page.
Feels good to get back out there on the street during the show. I
Look
miss
at
that.
you.
I love it.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun. So you can go and check that out and make sure that you click like. Yeah, well, with all the great things that we've got here in America, sometimes you take it a little bit for granted. In fact, I was just looking on here the other day. Remember, I was talking about how I was checking out the new restaurant that they got on the Ave in Delray. I'm like going, oh gosh, I wasn't dressed for it. I had on my short pants and my t-shirt, and I was freezing. It was so cold in there. I was
They weren't cargo pants, were they?
I think I'm still wearing the cargos.
Good for you. Don't back down.
Yeah, I don't care what the people say.
Give up on being sexy. Do it.
Yeah,
Who
throw the
cares?
towel in like we all do.
Why not?
Never be attracted to the opposite sex ever again. Who needs
In all
that?
fairness, though, I do go into stores and see them selling cargo shorts still. and some trendy stores as well. So I don't know if the cargo shorts are completely out. I still defend them. I rock them. I do not care. I'm not giving up on them. But yeah, I kind of felt bad. I'm like going, here I am. I'm like going, the air conditioning is just so low. It's like so tough in Florida. I mean, come on. How many countries don't have air conditioning? Shut up, Kev.
There's a lot of places that do not have air conditioning.
Yeah, I feel bad. And Nikki D was like, Kevin, next time at Elizabetta's, sit upstairs and outside. I was sweating my ass off while you were freezing. Ask for me next time. Place is beautiful. Huh? It is beautiful, and your air conditioning is bountiful.
And you can sit outside now.
You can, yeah. Well, it's a 2-level place, and you can sit outside downstairs, and they've even got a balcony that is upstairs. You can sit inside and outside as well. It's a nice little place to check out, yeah. But, I mean, it's just one of those things. And so they did this list that I love. Every now and then they check in on this, like on a Reddit, the first world problems that we find most annoying. And here we are, and you catch yourself sometimes complaining, and you're like going, okay. All right,
the other day,
yeah, the air conditioning's too cold.
I had no like my batteries were dead, my remote, and I had no other batteries, and I'm trying to just turn up the volume, and so I have to get up to manually do it, and I couldn't.
Oh, the problems I have.
It wrecked the day for like an hour. I'm like, I cannot believe this remote.
Whoa, is my world.
It was like 9 p.m. at night. I didn't want to go out.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
I have to get up and change the channel.
So tough. Oh, and imagine like when you can't find it. What do? Your whole world stops.
You know what you can do? And I had to do this because Rocco lost the remote. You can turn your iPhone into a remote.
Yes, right.
I love this app. Look.
Smart.
My iPhone is a remote for my TV.
And it can work for any TV?
Yeah.
Really?
It works.
So if I type in the baseball network, it will know what to do.
You just have to make sure that the app you download is the brand of your TV. Like mine's a Samsung. So this is the Samsung Universal App remote on my phone. My phone is now my remote.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, do they do the voice control? I know some remotes you speak into in Virginia. I don't know what I would do if my remote couldn't listen to me.
I
mean, now you need to move to Tequesta.
I hate to say this, but I don't think my phone thing would have worked because that same night I was at 1% on my phone. I couldn't find my charger.
You couldn't find your charger.
You got a whole different world of troubles.
Okay, I can't help you.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
Some of the biggest first world problems that we find most annoying, people were saying, internet dropping out. Oh my gosh, I had that yesterday, and remember it threw me into just I couldn't function.
See, I disagree with that one because if you need it for your work and your work's going to be affected, that can cause major drama. So I don't think that is a first world problem. That's the problem.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're right. If it's for streaming or if it's for your own pleasure, maybe that's a first world problem.
Yeah, what if you're trying to watch porn?
That's a first world problem, but a serious one at that.
Mm-hmm. Not being able to find a place to charge your smartphone. It's so aggravating. The troubles I have. Some people really do complain now. If you go into a restaurant or a place, they're going, you have no place where I can charge my phone?
No charging station.
Really?
Some of the Uber and Lyft drivers, they come correct, and they have a whole little station there where you can plug in 4 phones.
They do, and it is so convenient and smart. They always get a better tip if they have that in their car.
Mm-hmm. When my Amazon packages arrive late.
If I'm waiting for a G.I. Joe and it doesn't come on a Friday, and then Saturday rolls around, I got to wait till Monday to... What? I almost called you Denny's.
And people getting upset when somebody doesn't clear the extra time on the microwave. If you are OCD like me, yes. So troubling.
It is annoying because my microwave has the time, and that helps me. And if I have like 19 seconds left on the microwave, I'm like, I don't know what time it is. I think I'm going to be late.
I know it's not 19.
I know it's 19. I know my phone's not charged.
Well, I had an appointment at 2 p.m. And so I kind of do a walk by the kitchen to see what time it is. And I'm like, oh, it's 1:24. I'm like, I got plenty of time. So I sit down, I start doing something else. And I look at my phone. It's 2:01. I'm like,
how could this have happened?
There's a minute 24 left on the damn microwave. And then here I am trying to explain, like going, Kev, like you're usually on time. I'm like,
my microwave lied.
You don't have an iPhone with a clock on it?
I couldn't even say it. I was just like, yeah, I'm completely selfish. I don't care about your time. Yeah. You can't be like going, somebody left 1:24, minute 24 on the microwave.
One of my dumb kids. And then you just look like an angry parent.
Yeah, I'm the idiot.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, we're talking about those appliances that are just so important to us now. Yeah, the first world problems when your AC goes out. Yeah, it is an issue. And people are like defending it, saying, yeah, I know it's a first world problem, but I can't sleep if my AC goes out.
I can't either.
I hear you. Somebody said, yeah, when I was in Central America, I didn't have any AC, but now that I'm in America, I got soft.
You get
Now I gotta have it.
spoiled.
You do.
Once you start having something like that, you can't go back.
Oh, my dad is like that. My dad would never run the air if he didn't have to. Even in the middle of the summer, he'd just open up the windows. My dad, no. He'd always put it on 80. Would always get into air conditioned fights with him.
It's a thing of pride for some people.
I mean, I'm a 64 man.
Okay. It's good to know.
64. Does your AC ever shut off?
It does not, actually.
If I put mine at 64, it would just run constantly and then break.
You got to understand, though, when my air condition either turns off or shuts off, or turns on or shuts off, it sounds like someone's breaking through my ceiling. It goes, and I can't imagine why I have a tough time sleeping.
It's odd.
You have to hear the sound. It's amazing, actually. It sounds like a truck.
Well, you know what happens is, sometimes people then get involved with these technologies and these things that we become used to. And when somebody jacks with what you do and you're used to, it kind of throws off your schedule and your routine and your life, and it takes a little bit of time. I know, I'm that way. I'm one of the most routine guys probably on planet Earth. My wife's always like, that's how I know you've had too much to drink, because you do something that's out of your routine. And she's like, I know. She's like, you do everything so systematically that if something's a little out of step, then I'm like,
You do. You are very routine. Me and Denny's will notice it too. Like, Kevin's pooping during the 9 o'clock hour. This is odd. That's not his poop schedule. Like, we know Kevin's poop schedule.
I think I do too.
You are so organized. I remember when I was coaching softball with your daughter, and I've been in baseball and the softball world for so long. He brought out the first practice sheet. It was a prep just like the show. I'm like, oh my gosh, Kevin, everything is detailed to the last minute,
and it's planned out to not minute, second.
It gave me such anxiety. I'm like,
it was choreographed, organized. We had all the stations. I'd be like, switch, and the girls like little softball robots would run to the next station and start working on their stuff.
I'm like, I'm talking trash with the players. I'm like, I don't know why he's running it this way. No, I never said that.
So there are a couple of things that are happening that, okay, do you want people to get involved, or is it going to throw your life off too much? There's a good-meaning senator from Missouri who has proposed the Social Media Addiction Reduction Technology Act. Come on, man, shorten it up. It's a ban, basically, on autoplay videos and endless scrolling. That's what he wants to get rid of. He said that it'll work to keep users on platforms longer, or that's what it does, and it'll keep up these snap streaks and incentivizing people to continue to be on the products longer than they should be. And he says, that's not good, so I'm going to jump in and I'm going to save you from these autoplay videos that fire up when you're like going, oh, I can't stop myself from another cat video.
You're fighting a battle that
it's stupid.
You're never going to win. No one wants to be a part of your battle.
Some people just want to fall into a cat video wormhole. Some people don't. I never watch the next video.
It's not good for the people, Virginia.
Well, then the people can turn it off. It's called free will.
They cannot turn it off. It's designed to keep them trapped in this digital world.
So you feel like the people have the right to do what they want?
Yes.
Okay, I remember we had a conversation back when New York was trying to tell people they couldn't have X amount of soda, and you're like, oh no, they should do that, blah blah blah, you should try to block soda. So now you change your tune.
I do. On electronics, it's different from soda.
He says too much of the, quote, innovation in this space is designed not to create better products, but to capture more attention by using psychological tricks that make it difficult to look away. And that's true.
This guy's annoying, though.
Yes. So he wants to step in and save us there.
It's like the same guy that gets mad that there's still ladies' night for women.
Yeah, why can't we have male Hooters waitresses? That guy, ugh. He just doesn't get it.
You don't believe in any kind of legislative innovation on that. Would you on this? Some people are now starting to get very anxious about these internet-connected cars that we're going to be having all over our highways here very soon. In fact, I think I saw it's like by 2023 They are going to really start having, as far as like the dashboards being internet connected, and that's going to be the way that people will get their entertainment. And for a lot of people, especially you Tesla drivers, will be able to get around.
And you can Facebook while you're driving.
Because that's safe.
Instagram, everything.
It seems like such a great concept. I was talking to you yesterday about how Netflix is now getting their screens up there in the Tesla cars. It's one thing that's going to become standard, where you get your Netflix right there, so that if they ever do the fully automated vehicles, you can watch and binge watch your favorite shows as the car drives you wherever you want to go. It's all brilliant, right? But there are some people saying we need to step in because this is a technology we can't have. All it takes is hackers, and they can cause major traffic problems in any U.S. city only by shutting down just a handful of cars in the right place.
Oh, wow.
They don't even have to shut down all the cars. If they could just zero in and think about how many damn Teslas we got on the road here in South Florida.
A lot.
If we can track a Tesla and say, there's an on-ramp, shut them down right there. There's another one here in a key place, shut that car down. And then next thing you know, like you said, with just a handful of cars, they can cause some major traffic issues. Think about what it takes, 2 cars, and what it can do to your commute home.
A nightmare.
Nightmare.
You can change the whole entire morning commute. You could also cause accidents if you were really diabolical.
Absolutely. And so some people are saying, we're just letting the technology world take over, no one's stepping in. Maybe we need to intervene. So I'm sure as soon as this Missouri senator is done stopping the immediate scrolling videos, he's going to jump onto the internet-connected cars and try to get those shut down. Do you think that should be legislative intervention?
I do. I think that these
that one you
self-driving cars frighten me.
You know I don't like self-driving cars, and the internet's controlling them. I mean, do we want robots to kill us? Is that what we're trying to do?
And
Take
look,
our jobs and murder us, robots.
We are the worst drivers out there. Between me and Jaybird, we know we're awful.
Okay.
But even we, as awful drivers, don't want the self-driving cars, because you have to let people make the choices behind the wheel, not a computer that can be hacked.
Would you rather have a
Or if the choice is to let my car drive me and watch Netflix instead?
Would you rather get rear-ended by a robot or by a Jaybird?
Are we talking about a car accident or something else?
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
What do you want to get rear-ended by?
No one wants to talk about your fun weekend.
Give me a robot. It won't be as
The
awkward.
bird or the bot?
And what about this? This is, again, where businesses are saving now our environment. I get you, Holiday Inn, but I do have something I want to throw on top of this. They've announced that they're going to be getting rid of the mini bottles of shampoo. That's fine because, our plastic waste is becoming problematic for our oceans and the world.
They're going to make the dispenser in the shower where you can just press, and get your shampoo and conditioner.
Okay, what if you have a pervert in there before you and they do a little something to
Wait, you
it?
think somebody would be perverted in a shower and do something inside of a bottle they shouldn't?
Well, somebody did this at school where they put pee and other liquids in the soap dispenser, so when you got it, it was your... Exactly.
Somebody did this at the Detroit airport.
I remember the story.
I don't
Yes.
like it. I don't like it.
I'll just tell you, I get what you're doing, Holiday, and just make sure that there is some kind of safety feature so that not just any sicko taking a shower can get inside these bottles.
It has to be a key.
Yes.
You think Ralph from Port St. Lucie's going to play it by the rules in there? No.
Just make sure it's Ralph-proof.
Make
Then
sure
you
it's
can do
Ralph-proof.
it. Make sure it's Ralph-proof.
Can anything be Ralph-proof? What if Ralph is a sicko and he's also a locksmith?
Well, you can't beat Ralph then.
You can't beat him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ralph is the kind of guy that wants to see the world burn.
You know what? I'm going to bring my own shampoo.
That's where we're getting to.
It's probably a better call. Yeah. All right. Well, yes, there are twisted Ralphs out there, but there's also some really good people, some nice, heartwarming stories we got for you next on the KVJ Show. Well, to restore your faith in humanity, there's some really nice #BeCool stories out there today. This one I liked about a woman in Arkansas that bought out an entire Payless shoe store that was closing down. She got 1,500 pairs of shoes for pennies on the dollar, and now she's going to be holding an event where parents can go and get free kids' shoes just in time for the new school year.
Oh, I love that.
What an opportunity she took, and a great gesture.
Great move, lady.
I thought that was very impressive. And I love this story, too, because this is a lesson to all of us. We are all so busy. We're running around. We don't have any time to be bothered by anything. But sometimes it's just you taking that moment and actually caring that can mean so much and actually save a life. This story was taught to us in Orlando. There is a woman who saw this guy sitting on the edge of a highway overpass right there in Orlando. He's thinking about jumping.
Oh,
she
no.
actually takes time out where so many of us would be going, well, good luck, buddy. Drive off. No, she stopped. She sat next to him and started talking to him. She realized he was distraught, and she pulled out lyrics from a Linkin Park song called One More Light. The lyric said, "Who cares if one more light goes out? In a sky of a million stars? Well, I do." She says, I didn't know if it clicked with him, but he just sat there and started crying.
Aww.
And that whole story actually in that song lets you know that every single life is important.
I stopped because I've been where he was. There was a moment he moved forward, and I did kind of move towards him like, nope, you go, I go. It's a Linkin Park song. Who cares if one more light goes out in a sky of a billion stars? Like, I do. One person cares. And I don't know if it clicked with him, but he just cried.
How you doing?
Oh,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Do me a favor, come on back with me, okay, so we can get on the road.
Every day I think about him.
Yeah, she was up there long enough till the police showed up and they rescued him and saved a life.
That's the second story in a couple weeks that was like that. A police officer did the same thing. There was a guy getting ready to jump, and the guy talked him down, and the one guy jumped and just wanted a hug, and then the police officer's hugging him, and then you hear the audio, and I mean,
I think
very
that's
emotional.
I think we all have our ups and downs. You got to realize that we're all struggling together through this thing called life, and you may have that one dark moment where it grabs you, and sadly enough, too many people have, taken their life where really all they needed was somebody to give them a word of encouragement or a hug or something along those lines.
Beautiful inspiration, Kev.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Well, I'm here to do that.
That was good.
Thank you.
Honestly, that should be like a mic drop. I don't think you want mine.
I do want yours.
Well, this one comes from Thumbelina. She thought with the whole stunt we did earlier today where I was blindfolded, this would be very, topical.
Okay.
The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Oh.
Okay. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deep.
You can see in many ways, not just with the eyes. Weren't we talking about the third eye yesterday?
The brown eye?
No, that's the fourth eye.
Oh, sorry.
This is the one that's the eye of perception. I believe.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's the only eye that's not beady with Kevin.
Yes. Take what you can get.